Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. My name is Doug, and today we're going to do a little tour of my new office space. I just love it. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy the tour. Plus, we actually decorated just a little bit in here for Halloween also. So, I know I stated that the dining room and mudroom were the last two rooms that we were going to decorate, but I wanted to show you my new office space that I'm just loving and the little Halloween touches I added into this room. Stay tuned. Okay, so before I show you my new office space and the room, I wanted to say that we actually have two offices in this home. The first one is downstairs, and that's Yvonne, and here's a pic of that. It's kind of hard to see, but you can get the idea. I actually did a video, I believe, a few years ago over redecorating Yvonne's office. So that's downstairs. He has his own office space, but I needed an office space too, especially to handle, bills and um, things for the home. And of course, now that I have my new part-time job working for Yvonne, that I really needed some office space. So, like I said, we have two bedrooms upstairs, actually three bedrooms, but one I turned into my art room, which I did a art room makeover video a couple of years ago. So there's a video of that, just so you can see the room before I added all my art stuff, art supplies to it. But we also have a guest bedroom, and the other bedroom, it's like a Jack and Jill because it shares a bathroom. But I use one of those rooms as storage for all the Christmas decor, all the Halloween decor, all the Easter, all the holiday decor is in that room, and it's pretty packed. So I needed an office space, and I was like, okay, we're running out of rooms. I mean, we have a media room too, but I didn't want to take away the media room. We don't use it as much as we used to, but I still thought, you know what? I need my own office space. That room wouldn't work. It doesn't have any windows anyway in that media room. So I thought, what about the game room? The game room is just the karaoke room. This is where I do a lot of my singing, a lot of my karaoke. Um, and so we've had parties here before where, people will come up here and sing karaoke. But as we're getting older, we don't have as many of those karaoke parties anymore. But anyway, so this room is it's not, I thought to myself, I can make it more functional. And so, and I'm going to use this as my office. So let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to walk upstairs and we're going to see my new office, what used to be the karaoke room, and maybe kind of still is a little bit. But here's my new office. Look at it. I love it. So I kept, of course, a lot of the furniture that was in here for the karaoke room. And as we can see, there's the pub table. Right behind it is the karaoke machine that's kind of hidden in the corner. There's the ghost I made. You can check out that craft video a few videos back for Halloween. And I just love my new office space, and there it is. So this is basically a game room when you walk upstairs. Now we have down the hallway. This hallway we have a media room, which is like a movie room, a restroom, and then there's my art room when you turn around that corner. This is just a little hallway here. And so we have two bedrooms. It's like a Jack and Jill over here. Now this is a guest bedroom, and this is where I keep all my storage for all my holiday decor. So I did use one bedroom for almost like a closet just to store all the holiday stuff, because as we have a lot of holiday decor, Christmas and Halloween, Easter. So that room is for that. But this, I thought I would make my office space, which I love. It's a home office, plus I work part-time for Yvonne in his business. And so this is my office space, and I love it, love it, love it. So this desk here, I absolutely love. And let's take a look at it. So what I love about this desk is that it has a lot of storage. So here's a drawer here, here's another drawer, and then this is for files, which I'm going to love. I know a lot of things are done on the computer today, but I'm still that person that likes paper and wants to keep certain things on file. Of course, things that relate to the home. And I might even have a few things for the business, but basically that's going to be for files. This chair actually comes from Ethan Allen. We got it, gosh, when we bought the breakfast room set, which, well, gosh, I don't even know if that's about 10 years now. But we just had it in the corner. We had it in the guest bedroom. We had it in our bedroom. But this chair I thought goes perfectly here. It has arms. And so I just love that. The plaid, I love those colors in the seat cushion. So I think it goes really well in this room. On this side, more draw space. And then this desk was actually made for, with those computers and towers and keyboards, and then this was where you would put the tower, but I'm using it as a trash can. So I could just pull it out and pull it back in. I could also use that space if I wanted to for maybe like a color printer, which I might do, because you could see in the back, it has a hole for the cord, so which is really, really nice. And then that closes up. So I love that. And let's take a look. This drawer here, let me move the chair. This drawer is another, and this is what I'm talking about for the keyboard. See how that folds down? So if you had a keyboard, but I'm using it as just for storage, and love, love, love that. Now let's look at some of the decor that I put in my little desk area here, my little office space. So this, I guess this is one of those prints. It looks like a painting. I got that at Target, and I just loved it when I saw it. I love the moody colors. It's very autumn, but that's going to stay there, all year long. I just love that type of painting. So even that it's not a real painting, but I just love how that looks. And then on the shelf, I put up this shelf here. Yvonne helped me. Yay. It's kind of hard for one person to do. But I decided to put this shelf here. And the reason is because when the builders built this home, they put these electrical outlets. And you can see there's one down here. There's one over there. I don't know why they put it on the wall like that. So maybe because if you had some type of unit that would fit there, some office, or built in, I guess, maybe because of the space. See how it's kind of recessed? It's kind of in there. So that's probably why they did it. But of course, we're not going to do that. I just needed just a nice little desk here, which, by the way, if I didn't say it, that desk comes from Living Spaces. Yes, Living Spaces. So I just love the colors and everything. But getting back to the shelving, so I decided, here's a picture of me and Yvonne, and this floral arrangement comes from Target, and it just hides that so nicely. You can't even tell. I put a basket in the middle for some mail. So outgoing mail that needs to be mailed out. And that little floral arrangement, look at that with the dark leaves. That goes so well with that print here. I just loved it. That's at Target. That was really, I think it was like $4.99, very inexpensive. This I also got at Target. These two. This is, I believe, Hearth and Hand. Yes, Hearth and Hand. And I think the box is too. Let me check. Yes, the box is also Hearth and Hand. But you can see there's that electrical outlet. And so I just put that on top, and it just kind of hides it. So you don't see those electrical outlets. So I just love how that looks. It's very calming. My workspace, of course, I have. I'm very old fashioned, and I need a big calendar to write things down on. a little pad here, um, calculator, um, a little place to hold my pens and pencils, a clock. Of course, the computer has a clock, but I love how that looks. And of course, the lamp, which really adds to the ambiance of the very cozy lighting. These mirrors, I can't remember where I got these. We had these for a long, long time. And I just put one on opposite ends of the wall, and just love how that looks. So I absolutely love my little workspace, my little home office slash office for my part-time job. And of course, I use my laptop. I got a little stand, a little riser for that laptop, which I just love. If I do a Zoom meeting, um, or a Google Meet, I should say, um, it just works out perfectly there. And then this furniture I've had for 25 years. I think it's been, yeah, about 25 years, because this was my first couch that I purchased for my home in Frisco back in, I moved in that house in December of 2000. And yeah, and I've had it ever since then. It's in super good condition. I took really good care of it. And so when we moved into this home back in 2012, I said, let's just put this in the game room, for the karaoke room. Same table. That's the same table that it came with. Of course, uh, little scratches here and there, nothing too bad, but it's been 25 years. But I think the furniture looks great. This pub table we've had, gosh, I think we got it a couple of years after we moved into the home, so it could be around 10 years old now. But I did put black um, window treatments, and notice it's all separated because there's like a column in between the windows. And I didn't want to put one long rod going across. So I kind of like how I did that with the four different sections. And that artwork, I believe, came from Kirkland's many years ago. I got that at Kirkland's. And those metal pieces, I really don't remember that. That could have been Target, but I'm not sure. And that lamp, gosh, I had that lamp for a while. I'm not sure, but look at my little ghosty there for Halloween, and the little lantern, the little phantom. And this arrangement kind of matches the one that's downstairs. That Renoir book my mom bought for me when I moved into my first home. And so I still have that Renoir book. And that arrangement there, like I said, matches the one downstairs, but I think the colors just go really nicely. This is my little reading area, which I love. This chair with ottoman. I could just cozy up on the chair with the pillow and that throw, which is, oh, I love this throw. I wish I could tell you where I got it from, but it's super soft. And the basket there, and I put a little pumpkin at the bottom. There, little jack-o'-lantern. And then this lighting piece came from Hobby Lobby. I got that a few years ago. I used it for my winter, um, when I did my winter decorating downstairs, but I think I'm going to keep it up here just above this chair. It adds when the main light is off. Here, I'll turn off the light so you can see the coziness. See the coziness? Oh, I just love it. It's so cozy when the light is off and just the lamps are on. And this clock up here, take a look at that clock. That clock comes from a lady that is on my YouTube channel, and she's on my Facebook, and she's my good friend. And she actually made that clock. And I just love it. She made it for me. Gosh, like I bought it from her back in, it was around 2018, I think. Somewhere around there. Joyce Boyce is her name. Artist extraordinaire. Yes, she actually made that. I asked her to make it. I was going to use it in my classroom when I was a teacher, but I thought it was too nice. And I didn't want it to get broken or destroyed in the classroom. So I keep it in this room here. And the colors, look at those colors. It goes so well with everything else. Um, in here. So I just love my new office space. And what an office space. I get to relax up here, work. Most of my work for my part-time job is on the computer. And of course, like I said, when I have Google Meets and things like that, that's the spot. But I just love how it's decorated. And of course, since these are seasonal florals, I'm going to be changing that out to go with the season, which I think is going to be awesome. And on this table here is a little candy jar, which I got to fill with some candy for Halloween. And then there he is, the Headless Horseman, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I'm going to recite that book coming up on our YouTube channel. It's going to be a 5-day series. I'm going to post a video every day for 5 days where I am narrating the book. And this is the original story, the original by Washington Irving, and it was written in 1820. So wow, more than 200 years ago. Isn't that amazing? And I just love the story, love the movies, but the story is, it's really weird because when I was narrating the story, I was like, wow, we don't speak that way anymore. That's not how we speak today, but it's, I hope you watch it. I hope you enjoy it. And that's going to be airing really soon for Halloween for our YouTube channel. All right, well, that is my office, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the tour and the little Halloween decorating. And if I didn't mention that little basket down there, you could see some florals in there that actually match the florals from downstairs, the wreath that is on the, by the fireplace, I should say. And so anyway, I just love it. I just love the coziness of this office, home office, this room, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. Hopefully you enjoyed our little tour of my new office space and the little touches of Halloween. And remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe. And please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living. Bye-bye.